The 19th G20 summit has kicked off in Rio de Janeiro, focusing on building a just world and a sustainable planet. The two-day event coincides with the COP29 climate conference in Azerbaijan, where climate finance for developing nations is a key challenge. Amid extreme weather events in Brazil's worst wildfires in over a decade, the G20 remains a vital forum for global financial and economic collaboration. Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva have reaffirmed their support for a two-state solution. The two leaders met on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Rio de Janeiro, where they discussed regional issues including Palestine. President el-Sisi expressed gratitude for Brazil's invitation, emphasizing Egypt's role in the Middle East and Africa. Both leaders commended the summit's organization and Brazil's focus on developing countries, particularly the Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty. The meeting concluded with a joint statement upgrading bilateral relations to a strategic partnership. Egypt and Brazil have signed a strategic partnership to mark 100 years of diplomatic relations. The agreement aims to boost bilateral cooperation in areas such as peace, sustainable development, multilateral reform, and global trade, with a focus on addressing hunger, poverty, and inequality. As BRICS members, both countries are committed to strengthening regional integration and cooperation among global South nations. The partnership includes enhancing diplomatic dialogue, coordinating on mutual interests, and promoting multilateralism. An action plan will be developed and updated to guide their evolving relations. The Israeli occupation military has reported detecting around 30 projectiles crossing from Lebanon into northern Israel. According to the statement, the air defense system intercepted several of the rockets near the coastal town of Nahariya. Meanwhile, sirens rang out across the upper and western Galilee, signaling a state of heightened alert in the region. Smoke plumes have been seen rising over buildings across southern Beirut. As daylight broke, Lebanese media stated that Israeli warplanes have pounded the city of Tyre and Burj Shmali town. The occupation army also targeted the town of Khiyam and the plain of Marja'iyun amid gunfire bursts heard. Kuwaiti military plane has landed at Beirut's Rafiq al-Hariri International Airport, carrying 40 tons of humanitarian and relief aid provided by the Kuwait Red Crescent Society. The aid is part of Kuwait's airlift initiative to support Lebanon amid its ongoing crisis. It was received at the airport's airbase by Kuwait Chargé d'Affaires Abdullah Shaheen, along with a delegation from the Kuwaiti embassy and representatives of the Lebanese Red Cross. Several Palestinians have been killed at dawn when Israeli occupation forces bombed a tent sheltering displaced people in Khan Yunis, southern Gaza. The Palestinian media also reported that the occupation forces blew up residential buildings in Al Zaytun neighborhood south of Gaza City. They also continued their offensive across northern and southern Gaza overnight. At least 17 civilians have been killed and others injured in Israeli airstrikes on Beit Lahia, northern Gaza. Palestinian media reported that Israeli forces bombed a house near Kamal Adwan Hospital, with earlier reports indicating that occupation forces also targeted a group of civilians and another house in Beit Lahia.